Hi, in this tutorial, we will learn how to take benefit from using the toolbar or action bar. For example, in the list of users activity, it would be a good practice to add an action or button for starting an activity to add new user in the list. First off, create a menu view. Right-click on the Resources directory, New, Android resource file. Change resource type to Menu and name it anything. I'll call it List of Users menu. In the design view, from palette window, drag and drop MenuItem. To reference this item in code, give it an identifier. In the title attribute, type the displayed items text. Now let's create an icon for this item. Under Resources directory, right-click on Drawable directory, New, Image Asset. We want to generate an icon for action bar, so set the icon type to action bar and tab icons. Name it. I'll call it IC, short for icon, menu, add. Set the asset type option to clip art. Click on the clip art button. Let's search for add icon. I'll select this one. Click OK. From the theme attribute, you can change the icon's color. Our toolbar is blue, so it is better to set the icon's color to white. Click Next. Android Studio will automatically generate different images for different screen devices. Click Finish. Now let's reference the new generated icon. In the Items icon attribute, click on More button. The icon exists in Drawable in our project. Select it and click OK. By default, this menu item is displayed in the Overflow menu, not in the toolbar itself. You can change that from Show as Action attribute. Check if room and with text values. So the items icon and text will appear in the toolbar if there is room. If there is room for the icon but not the text, then only the icon will be visible. If there is no room for either, then the item will be relegated to the Overflow menu. Our menu view is finished for now. It's time to inflate this layout file and to program the Add Action item. This menu is designed for the List of Users activity. So let's go to the List of Users activity. First, we have to inflate the menu layout to convert it into view objects. To do that, just override onCreateOptionsMenu. Call the menu inflator object to inflate our menu layout and to attach it to the menu object in this activity. Run the application. Now you can see the menu layout is inflated and added to the menu object in this activity. And the Add Action item is displayed in the toolbar itself. If you change the orientation to landscape, you will have enough room for displaying Actions icon and its title. It is time to program this Add Action item. Go to the List of Users activity, override onOptionsItemSelected. Menu object may have one or many items. To know which item is pressed or selected, we need to create a switch for checking the item's identifier. So from the item object, retrieve its identifier. If the ID is equal to new user resource identifier, then start an activity to add new user in the list of users. Then return true. And the default case is returning this line of code. It is time to create an activity for adding new user to the list of users. Right-click on the app folder, New, Activity, an empty activity. Let's call it New User. Click Finish. The layout file for New User is identical to the user details. So instead of recreating all of this from scratch, just copy it. Right-click on User Details Layout, Refactor, change the name to the same layout name that is being used by the new user activity, which is Activity New User. Click OK. Override. Remove Delete button and change Update button to Add button. First, change the identifier and the text. That's it for the layout. Now go to the New User activity. Define 4 view objects. 2 are the edit text view objects, and the other 2 are the button objects. After the inflation, instantiate the view objects. Set Click Listener on Back button to finish this activity, and set Click Listener on Add button. Create New User object and populate its first name from the edit text first name, and its email from the edit text email. It is time to add it to the list of users. List of users is stored in the singleton object, and this singleton class is dedicated to provide methods for manipulating users. So let's create a new method for adding new user to the list of users. Create public void method, call it new user. This method is waiting for a user object to add it to the list of users. Since we have now a way to add new user to the list, we no longer need the random generated users. Just comment this loop. Back to the new user activity, and the add button listener, get the singleton object and call the method new user. Pass it the user object. Display a toast message for confirming the add action. And remove the enter text from the edit text views. Go back to the list of users activity. If the clicked menus item is a new user, then create new intent object. In this context, and the activity we want to start is a new user.class. Start activity and pass it the intent object. That's it. Run the application. Click on Add Action Item. Enter the user information and click Add. As you can see, the user has been added to the list of users. Click on Back button to see the added user. But why I can't see the new user in the list? I've already made a tutorial on this subject. Please watch this video to learn more. But if you exit from the application and reopen it again, you will see the new added user. That's all for this tutorial. I hope it was easy to follow and helpful. Thanks for watching.